Hello, welcome. So you may notice two things. One is that there's a tiny little bit of sunlight coming in through the window there. So if I take something that's white, like this, hold it up like that, you can see just a little bit of sunlight. By the way, this is the covering for the microphone, not anything else. So yeah, you can see it's just microphone covering. Isn't that nice? The first stream this year where this has happened. Now this is because of two reasons. One, we're getting closer towards summer, so we're getting lower in our orbit around the sun, which means that the northern hemisphere is getting more sunlight. Getting more sunlight. Additionally, we're now in summertime, so that also of course helps. Last stream, this does not occur because that started at 9. This is starting at 10. Not at 10. Last stream went from 9 till 11. This stream goes from 8 till 10. So you can see a little bit of sunlight. If you look out there, it's obviously much brighter. So that is really quite interesting, quite exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. So you can also see the little lights on the table a bit better this way. Now at this point, my screen is really quite dark. If I turn a little bit brighter on, you can immediately see my face much better than before. So this is nice. However, I think it's better with lights on. So this is a two-phase project, two-phase operation. Phase number 1 are those lights over there. Then phase number 2 are those lights back there. So, ready for phase 1? Here we go. Yeah, that was phase 1. Now we're gonna get to phase 2. There we go. That was phase 2. And you can still see, if you look at my face, you can still see just a little bit of blue on this side, which is just a little bit of sunlight going reflected from the blue sky in my window, which is really, really very nice. So, let me put my headphones on, because I didn't put them on before, because I knew that I was going to do that, so I would have just had to take them off, put them back on. So, right. Here we are. Right, so for today's schedule, we've got a session to drive on the Bodmin and Wenford railway, which is the little bit of the Cornish railways map, which is uploaded as a separate route to Tiers 19. And I'm going to be driving with the Steam session that's also on the available on the download station. I've not driven this route yet, or even on this session, indeed. So that is going to be exciting. After that, we'll get some route building done if there's time. Usually I did route building first and then the other thing, but then the streams really went a lot over time. I want to go against that. I want to make them be more on time, if that's possible. It might not be possible. I mean, this may be a completely pointless endeavor. However, I hope that it will not be, and that my stream will end more on time. So, hello Kangofango with... Oh, no light! Right. Then hello Marky. Yes, hello to you too, welcome. XD10, haha, XD, nice. Very nice indeed. This is hilarious. Sure. Ready for phase 1? Of course! Ooh, phase 2 time. Firing up the lights. No, I have not set them aflame. It's LEDs. It's them. So yeah, no fire involved. Which, if you existed for the majority of humanity's existence, would be a very strange concept to you. Right. Really, really very nice. Hey, Marky. Stream title: Bodmin Wenford Railway Tiers 19. Yes. By the way, when Kangofango types ! stream title, the message after that, which is the title of the stream, is displayed in his color, in his name color, which is, if you type /me, space, and then your message, it types the message in the color of your name. Yes, hey, hello V'ger, or the henlo. We back We be working on Andrei too, known as Andrei Kaslana, or the Hercher of Vengeance. Sounds quite intimidating. I've driven on the B&WR 2 years ago or so. Lovely ride. Hey, and hey. Thanks for explaining that. He said, I be working on, not we. Oh, sorry. We, alright, we back, and I be. I was still looking at we. Right. Oh well, because he is. Oh, he is. Right, so, he is? Okay. So, one second, I might as well do this. Now, thing number 2, which you may have noticed, other than the lights thing, is that the schedule's changed. Now, it may or may not change again sometime in the future. However, for the time being, that is the schedule. Oh, come, that's not a map. I want to show you a map of the line so that you can see it. Oh, well, that's helpful. Right, so let me switch over. Okay, I'll switch over to this one so that I know that it's not cut off. So there we go. This is, by the looks of it, an official map. What's it look like? That's what it looks like. And there you can see the line. I'm not sure. I think this is how far the line goes in the route. I'm not completely sure. And this is in... Is it on maps as well? Ah, Bodmin Parkway. Right, so it is right here. As you can see. Right there. Yes. So, let me read chat and then we'll get going. Actually, you know what? No, let's do it the other way around. Let me start Trainz so we're getting going, and then while we're getting going, I'll read chat. Ooh, map time. If you see his glowing eyes, you're as good as dead. Okay, well, what if I walk around with my eyes closed and I don't see those glowing eyes? Am I good then? Schedule timing. Uh-oh, that sounds spooky. Oh, I know what I've done wrong. 1 second. It's the compressor's on. 1 second. There we go. Just had to turn the compressor off. Uh-oh, that sounds spooky. A character profile can be found on my Pixiv. Oh, Pixiv. What is that? Alright. Pixiv? The ARC platform. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know it indeed. So, where is it? It should be close here because Bodmin. Bodmin and Wenford. There we go. Okay, well, let's read this. An updated version of my original Tain, Bodmin and Wenford route, updated for Trainz 2019, with new LIDAR height data, turf effects, more baseboards, improved assets, rebuilt stations and more. The modern-day heritage Bodmin and Wenford Railway in Bodmin, Cornwall, UK. The railway has 2 separate lines which diverge from the main station at Bodmin General in the middle of the map. Bodmin General has a stone station building, signal box, a locomotive shed, workshop shed, 2 platforms, the second newly built in 2020, and various sidings. One line runs down the Foy Valley to Baldwin Parkway. The eastern terminus of the line also a station on the Cornish. Oh, are you missing a marquee? Are you missing a period there? Is the eastern terminus of the line? Is there supposed to be a period there, or is it the eastern terminus of the line also a station on the Cornish main line? Baldwin Parkway, the eastern terminus of the line. Oh, maybe. Oh, right. Maybe that is also the terminus. Oh, right. I see. Also is almost also Cornish. I lost it. Eastern terminus of the line, also a station on the Cornish main line, with the Heritage Railway having its own platform, runaround loop, and small yard, as well as siding connections to the main line. There's also a small halt at Colzaget, and sidings at Walker Lines Industrial Estate. The other line heads west down the Camel Valley to Boscawen Junction, the current west terminus of the line. Now no longer an actual railway junction, but has a single platform and runaround loop with the central trail cycle path alongside. Nice. History! Yes. Always excited about history. Well, if it's presented in the right way. The Great Western Railway built a branch line from Bodmin Road to the town of Bodmin, 3 miles away, which opened on 27th May 1887. A year later, they opened a second line, 2.5 miles long, from Bodmin General to Boscawen Junction. Boscawen Junction to connect the Bodmin and Wade Bridge. Railways line, which ran from Wadebridge to Bodmin north, with a branch to Wenford Bridge, opening on 3rd of September 1888. The North Cornwall line was built later, connecting to Wadebridge and ending at Padstow. The North Cornwall line and Wadebridge to Bodmin North line closed in 1964, although the section from Wenford Bridge to Boscawen probably survived, as did the sections from Bodmin General to Bodmin Road, allowing freight traffic to continue through to Bodmin Road. This traffic stopped in 1983. The original goods shed, loco shed, and signal box were all demolished, although the station building survived, and the present signal box is a replica. The Bodmin Railway Preservation Society was formed in 1984, and passenger services restored to Bodmin Road in 1990, and to Boscawen Junction in 1996. The old Bodmin and Wadeford railway trackbed is now a cycle trail, going through Wadebridge and onto Padstow along the Camel Estuary. Very nice. Now let's go into view sessions. There's the bug down here where you can see it's still displaying the routes, but it's got quick drive on left, which you can't see because my face comes in the way. But there is a quick drive on the left there, I can promise you that. I can promise you that much. And maybe just a little bit more. Oh, I see. I never heard of it. That Shadows. Nice. It's better if you know the story of the game Honkai Impact 3 from the people who made Genshin. I don't know either of those games. Sorry. I'll link it to you. Here. You don't need an account to read it. Okay, let me just have a look there. Don't worry. I won't take long. Just a little bit. Alright, I see. I can't read that at the moment, sorry. I'm in the middle of something. Right, so, in the photo description. Yeah, I can't read the description at the moment, sorry. Right, so this is the session we'll be driving today, which is the afternoon pannier tank. Right, so, drive the Bodmin Wenford Railway's GWR class 57004612 pannier tank on a 13-mile trip of the whole railway from Bodmin General down the Baldwin Parkway and Boscawen Junction branches. This now takes an hour 40 minutes to complete. Well, in that case, then we'll probably not get to much route building tonight. Right, so let's have a look at the pictures for this one, which is incidentally also the very similar to the image. Oh, actually, we can have a look at these. No, these are the images for the route. Very nice. These are the images for the session. Very nice. Let's drive. Would I double send a message? No idea. Vitra was red for me. Now, after reloading, he's pink. For me, he's purple. He's purple for me. Oh, for me too. Vitra, thanks for linking it. I won't be able to look at it now, though, unfortunately. Maybe DM it to me via Discord. Beautiful pics, Marquis. One momento. Also, same deal as usual, same spiel, or Spiel in German, which means the thing about the audio. If it's too loud, tell me it's too loud, then I can turn it down. If it's too quiet, tell me it's too quiet, I can turn it up. yeah, with reading chat. And the thing is, if it's an hour and 40 minutes, then that will already take us to 10, because we've spent 17 minutes to get to this point. So, Marky, do you know if this session works with saving and loading? Because I know that some sessions break if you try to do that. But does this session work with that? Or will it break? Do you know? Anyway, let's read this. I'm supposed to be out in 20,000. It's 2 minutes, should be plenty of time to read. Let's change this. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Bodmin. Welcome to the Bodmin. You will be driving a 13-mile round trip of both branches and the railway. First going down the Baldwin Parkway branch, calling at Colesloget halt on the outbound trip, running around, then returning to Bodmin General. You will then run around at Bodmin General before then going down the Boscarn Junction branch, running around and returning to Bodmin General. Both lines are steeply graded, so we will need to keep control of your speed. There are several SW boards on the line, which means sound whistle. There is a map of the line. There's a map of the line, and your timetable below. Scheduled departure time is 13:25. Wait for the signal from your guard. Sure. Ah, and there's the map. How nice. These, by the way, if you're wondering how to do this in Trainz, these are HTML assets. You can make them customly. You write them in HTML script, and they're assets in Trainz. You can make your own. It's not that difficult. But I've only messed around with it a little bit. I've never properly done it. But yeah, you can see, and there's our timetable. Great. Unfortunately, I don't think I can have this somewhere. Let's see. Let's have it like this. That's fine. That's fine. So, right. So this is our locomotive. You can see it's a lovely pannier tank. The whistle is very quiet, but it generally is in Trainz. Very nice interior as well. Oh, that's the whistle. Ring, ring. Sure, let's go. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard at Baldwin Parkway. Doesn't have the same ring to it, but we're going there still. Yeah, that seems a little bit quiet to me. The diesel sounds quite loud, but let's increase this to like 30%. Beautiful pics, Marky. One more, yes. Done. Did you get it, Kango? Not tested that. Okay, well then this may be a test for that. Can't check my Discord now either, unfortunately. I will after the stream. If I haven't gotten it, I will DM you about it. Thanks. Lovely pannier and Peak. Yes, Peak, which is the diesel over there. Oh, already speeding. Ah, that's a great start. Didn't realize it was 5. I thought it would be 15, but no, it's 5. I like the addition of the flowers over to the side. That is really odd. Look, if I'm not moving the mouse pointer, it's like this, the frame rate. If I am moving it, look at that. This is the frame rate now. I'm just moving the mouse pointer. I'm just moving up in the sky. It's like this. Not moving it, it's like that. It's almost like it's maybe ray casting to see if I'm mousing over something, if I'm pointing over something. And those ray casts, like each frame, which could be what's causing lag. Although this is very, very nice, this area. And I do like that you've also still got some splines here, some grass splines. Because, for me, Traffic Effects doesn't work. I literally can't turn it on because of graphics card things. Because I'm using the Mac version. But, yeah, so that, I do appreciate that, thanks. Wait, oh no, that's the diesel. Huh. I thought I heard a different sound, but no. Oh, I remember that old brake van with the guy sitting in who's turning his head. Oh, isn't that That was on the Hawes Junction route as well. From a very, very long time ago. I will not be able to read that much chat today, because this is quite a long session, and I really would not like to run over time as much. So yeah, unfortunately I can't read that much chat. Or if I do, I mean, I will read chat, will read what you post in it, but then the likelihood of us finishing the session in one go will be even less, and depending on how the session's set up, it may break if I try to save it and then load it. There we go, 25, glad I noticed it. We can use a little bit more water, and coal actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Actually, let's pause for a second. This is the map, by the way. Yep, this is the map. Right. For some reason, looking up in that direction makes it lag so much more. But I am streaming while doing this, of course, as you probably know. And also, yeah, again, my computer isn't the best anymore. So, yeah, if you've got a somewhat modern computer, then it'll be fine. Let's just have it coast a bit, because there's a 5-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up. Actually, we're the ones coming up. Oh yeah, there we go. Right there. I saw, haha. Thank you for the warning, Marquis. In the session, but I saw it. I'm guessing this is for if you want to run it without any HUD. Or just so that people know it's coming. Now that is beautiful back there. I could turn the render distance down a bit as well, but I think for the moment the performance is okay. Where is the speed sign? Is there a speed sign on this? There should be one. Ah, right, I can see it. I can see it, that's fine. That looks suspiciously like a tree that's been pushed down into the ground. Oh, that is... Yeah, this one. This looks... One second, let me just have a look. Oh, no, it isn't. Actually, is it? Ah, no, it is! Haha! By the way, if you're interested in how to turn that see-through grid on in Driver, it's Control W, if you didn't know. After this sign we can go 25 again. 25. 25, got went 25. Anybody for 30? Anybody for 30? 30. 60. 60 miles an hour. I've got 60 miles an hour. Anyone got 60? Anyone more? Anyone more? Going once, going to 70. 70 miles an hour. What's that? The speed limit's actually 25 and there's not an auction? Sorry, all payments are final, no refunds. This actually looks quite good in this little cutting here with the bridge going over it. I don't mean to sound surprised, because I'm not. But I did notice it. There we go. Floor it. Floor it to Florence. Actually, let's see. Perhaps this is a good opportunity for a thumbnail of sorts? Perhaps something like that could be good. Maybe a little bit for... Oops, not like that. Nope, not... I wanted maybe a little bit more of the coach on it as well. Although that's not really that good. I will endeavor not to take as many as I did the last time I went on a session, because that added a lot of time to the stream. I don't want to zoom in for this at the moment. Well, actually I might do. I did like this, although... Perhaps. I will re-chat in a little bit, don't worry. Ooh, that's too much water. Too much water. We'd actually be in danger of exploding our cylinders if I had done that, but luckily that's not simulated in Trainz. Yes, I can already definitely recommend you get this route. I mean, just look at this. How nice is this with these coniferous trees and the shadows and the valley and everything. And the highway, of course. Ah, look at that. How nice. We're about 0.6 miles away from our first stop, which is the one I can't pronounce, which is, well, actually, the one I haven't learned how to pronounce, which is Kolsloget. Ferns! Look at that, he's placed ferns. Yeah, I also like placing that asset. Fits quite well in a lot of places. There are quite a few ferns for Tiers 19, but most of them are just tiny little plants. Can't really see them much. There are a couple of ferns which are quite a bit larger that you can actually use them in stuff, like just in as normal scenery, and that asset was one of them. Oh, there's a tennis court. Here we go, here comes the station. Or here we come to the station, however you want to see it. Maybe stop braking a little bit more. Not too much though, I think that may have been... Oh, I think that's fine. Oh, this is such a nice station. Oh, with a little road that comes up it on the side. Little gate. Oh, and look at that, a bench. I overshot the marker a little bit, however... Oh, and I'm a little bit late. A tiny little bit. I overshot the marker a tiny bit, but I think that's fine. Oh, there we go, whistle. And off we go. Very nice tree, this one. Really puts the scene together. Right. I'll read chat now, because otherwise it'll get too much. No, that's a 37. My bad. Bad. My mad. Yep, 37. And bubble car whistles loudly through mouth. Dai dorele ka sundem in tarziere. Never heard of that song. Sure dice. I've never noticed the cursor lag. That is extremely bizarre. Probably the raycast thing. But yes, lovely stuff. 47. Translation. Whistles loudly using mouth. Go, Delore. We're behind already. 50! TrFX doesn't really work well next to tracks anyway, as it puts in onto the Trainz grid. Yeah, it's like you're painting a texture on it, but instead of a texture, you just get grass where you've painted. Which it actually uses plat maps, which are textures where it checks a pixel, and depending on what color it is, it then puts something in there. And 0809 Horse Junction, yeah. Although I have put really short FX down so it doesn't poke through the track. Yeah, because nobody likes pokey turf FX, do they? Miss Marple, BBC, yes, it was. Alright, Marky. A class 50? Some of them were built in Romania, if I'm not mistaken. Or was that the 65? I don't know, but there were some... I think the 57, class 57s, which actually have EMD... so American Electromotive Division motors in them, which is why they're basically a reskinned SD40 or SD40-2 or something like that. Yeah, but that basically look like a British loco, but they're actually American loco, which is quite fun. I think it was the class 57. Right. 56 definitely, not sure about the 50. I have driven the 50 RL. Yes, I remember you saying... I have sadly never driven a train or locomotive in real life. Well, that's not true. There was a toy shop in Poole which had a little model railway, like a little model railway setup. It was just a normal toy shop. They had a little model railway setup where you had controls on the outside. It was all in glass, I think, but there was controls on the outside, and I did drive those model trains inside that little model railway there. Also, I think some other model railways where I went to, I did also control those trains. So I did technically drive trains before, but not the big ones. I also don't have a model railway layout myself, which is not saying that I wouldn't want one. And the 57 has an EMD motor in it. I told you, yep. Well, according to the British, we didn't do a proper job of building them. Yeah, I do. I remember. I saw a documentary about that where where they had to be basically rebuilt because apparently the test standards, the things that they need to meet, the regulations, the things that they didn't meet them, so a lot of them had to be rebuilt quite a bit. But I don't know about that. No idea, to be honest. Sure, this looks lovely. Marky, beautiful work. Oh, let's see you in the background too. When the tree is suspicious, yeah. Yes, a short tree. Control W, yeah. I wonder why they changed the binding of grid view in driver. Sold to the man in the 373rd row. One of my custom bridges. Ah, nice. Ooh, very nice. Zoom in, shared eyes for the thumber. Oh, ooh, yes. Laptop processor explodes. Pow. Yeah, very pretty indeed. Hello? Hello. To Mr. W. Nope, he's not in there. So nice. Misc bench, yes. Or was that a T-side bench? I think... I'm not sure. I think it looked a bit more high resolution. Ah, well, I think it was the Misc bench. Should I chat read time? Nope. Haha. Oh, XD. There we go. Because of the station. It's like, oh, read chat at the station. And I continued going. And nope, but then I did read chat. There we go. Nice. Thanks for reading me. Oh, you're welcome. Should I? We just said Dorelli, not Delore. Oh, sorry. Mistake. Dorelli. But oh well. Yeah, it wasn't. I wasn't sure if it was an 08 or an 09. 08. Studies, class 56, not class 65. Class 65 doesn't exist as far as I know. Yet, because in German, you read them the other way around numbers. So after, well, yeah, so for example, 21, which is a 2, a 1, 21. In German, you would read as 120. So that's why, because my other language is German, sometimes when I read numbers, I have to think, okay, wait, which way around do I need to read them? Depends on which language I'm currently using to speak. And then that can get, so sometimes I read them in reverse if I'm not really concentrating on them. So if I'm focusing more on reading it quickly, I can sometimes read them the wrong way around. All right, Marky, thanks. I think Pecorama also has a model railway thing. Yeah, that's the other one I was thinking of. Think it had a flying Scotsman on it. Right. Oh, it had a flying who on it? A Scotsman? Shadis, 373rd row now, not 337th. Row, not now. Yes. Shadis, I didn't mean the tabled bench that you pointed out. I meant the other one. Have fun driving, XD. Yeah. Thanks. And no, we will not finish the scenario this stream. This would take way too long. Oh, did I miss? Oh, I think I missed a sound whistle board because there was one just now in the other direction. These ferns add quite a lot. They really sell the forest scene. Fallen tree there. Very nice. I'm so glad NTV Games decided to add a 5-meter grid to Trainz. That makes so much more possible. There we go, and this time I saw it. Next station is Baldwin Parkway. And yes, I did see the 10-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up ahead. Well, technically behind because we're driving in reverse, but still, that's fine. By the way, if it looks a little bit choppy on stream, that's probably because the stream is locked at 15 frames per second, which is, I've done that so that my internet can hold up, because sometimes my internet isn't that great, even though it is better now since I've upgraded to fiber to the cabinet, glass fiber to the cabinet. It should hold out even with a higher frame rate. However, I'd rather not take any chances, so if it looks a little bit choppy, that might be the reason why. Most of the time it's actually much smoother for me. Although sometimes, like, if I do this, you can tell just how much it lags if I move the pointer like this in circles. If I don't move it, then it's like this. And there's the speed limit, 10 coming up. And we slow down. Good. Marky, for this embankment here, did you do it manually with the plateau tool? Or did you use splines? Because you can actually... There's a way of doing this where you can, if you want a specific angle of an embankment, you can use a track spline, set it to a grade of maybe 45 degrees, and then just put loads of tracks next to each other, and then set the height to those tracks and then delete the tracks afterwards. That's a trick that I've found out through testing. Oh, I thought I had released the brake. Well, that's okay. Because we are going down to 5 miles an hour soon. I don't know why this is so zoomed in. It shouldn't be that zoomed in, surely. There we go, that's better, I think. Yes, this is Baldwin Parkway. This is where we drove across with, I think with a HST, maybe in another session as well. I'm not sure. But this is one of... Yeah, I remember this place. Although you did... Is this the redone version of it? Is this the updated version of it? Because I remember you said you were updating this place, I think? I'm not sure. Oh, those shadows look like they're having fun over there on the siding. I think it's because of the fence. The shadows are a bit iffy about how they want to be rendered because of the little... Because it's trying to render at such a low resolution, but the holes through the fence, I mean. Come on. Yeah, we go. Oh, that's a nice table and to have on a platform. Don't really have many of those. And it's got a hole in the middle for a, was it somersault? The like sun umbrella for is I think that's called somersault, or is that different? Not sure. Nice flowers. Oh, and that grass is animated, I think. Yeah, it is animated. Is it are those STRMM things then, maybe? How are we this late? Actually, no, we're not. We're just a minute late. I thought the wrong thing selected. There we go. Okay. You can now uncouple from the coaches and start to run around. Once you stop on the markers, the junctions will automatically change. Nice. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, we can't because the doors are still open. Need to wait for a little bit more. Come on. By the way, to get the decouple tool, the hotkey is Control D. So Control D. D as in Derbyshire. I know you usually say David, but I wanted to say something that begins with D that wasn't as common. There we go. Oh, why is it so zoomed out now? That's a bit odd. Why? I can't zoom in any further. Let's try this. Now it's fixed again. Yeah, sometimes I have this issue where it won't... It's like it sets the minimum zoomed in distance a bit further away. Oh, no, do not go... Okay, there we go. Ah, the old bench. Oh, Baldwin Parkway time. I was about to say it might be nice if there was some traffic on the main line here, and there's a HST just coming around the corner. As in with fish, so if it's multiple singular animals, it's the plural without an S. And if it's multiple species, it's with an S, so fish and fishs and sheep and sheeps. Oh, and it's gone. No, it's not gone. It's back, so that's nice. Don't need to reload. Nice. The height data did all the embankments. Oh, it's that good. That's nice. I just adjust them a bit so the tracks sit on top of them nicely. HC, yes. Oh, right. Nice. Yes, this bit is updated. Ooh, parasol. Oh, parasol. Thank you very much. Althea. Whoa, animated grass. RMM grass. Thought so. JVC flowers. Lovely, yeah. Control D, I see. D as in Demeter. D as in Derbyshire, yeah. D as in Damien, D as in Damery, D as in ABCD. GWR class 43. Oh, that rhymed. Back now, had some issues. Ah well, yeah, me too. I had to reload as stream went for a bit. No idea why. Twitch had some issues. I think so, because the thing is, I had some issues as well. What happened? Nothing. I just read chat. It'll be in the archive, unless my internet was the issue, but I don't think it was. That's the thing about the embankments. Yeah, I read that stuff. Right. Good. Good. If there's a specific message you would like me to read again, because I missed it. Was the stream separated? I don't think so, because it just continued running. It did buffer a lot. It said connection. It said error 2000, but then it just resumed again. Hopefully the internet will hold out. Okay. Wait, so now I need to couple up, yes. Although, Marquis, could I theoretically leave my coaches behind and just go as a light engine? Would the session still accept it? Or would I run into issues? Have you actually tested that? Because I know I need to run around again, but if I'm already decoupled, then... Okay, once I'm coupled up again, then I'll... It's nice that I've got a little bit of leeway here, so I can be on time again. Right, so Bodmin Parkway departure 13:50, so in 2 minutes. Right, no idea why. Twitch had some issues. What happened? Was the stream separated? Alright. Yeah, I've quit the page and restarted it, so any messages that you might have missed are gone for me too. It triggered the next navigation point as the coaches were too far back. Not sure what you mean. Do you mean that there was supposed to be a navigation point here, but that got triggered because the coaches were still on it? Is that what you mean? Shredder, you forgot to set the head code. Oh, I did. Oh, sorry. Ordinary passenger, why not? Yes. Right. Let's have us some nice and tasty blood and custard. Lovely livery though. Yeah, it is nice. Let's see, do they have interiors? Oh, they do. Look at that. The old ones. Very nice. The window. Okay, I need to go. There we oh, did the message come? Or not? Or may have not. I may have set out too soon. I thought that because I had... Oh, and there we go. It's now... yeah, there it is. I thought that it maybe wouldn't come because the navigation marker disappeared beforehand. But no, I was mistaken. And now the train's not under my control because the doors are still opening because they're boarding again. There's one thing I do prefer in Train Simulator over Trains, which is that you can open the doors when you choose. You don't have to open them when you stop at a station. For that code, set that code. Yes, let's have some nice and okay. Oh yeah, it's those. Whistle, whistle, twing. Here we go. Now, not too fast though, because it is speed limit of 5 miles an hour. Come on, a little bit more strength, please. There you go. Ooh, yikes, bought again, yeah. Would be so good if they changed that for TRS 20. Yeah, alright. Quite a handsome locomotive, isn't it? Or even TRS 19 service spec 3. You meant TRS 21? Yes. Marky. Oh, is that what the new one's called? Oh yeah, that would make sense. No idea, but 20 was last year. You know, that would be such... You know how simulators always name themselves after the next year? So it's like Farming Simulator 2012 actually came out in 2011. Would it be nice though if a game, if a simulator did it the other way around, so it's 1 year older, so it's like Trainz. It's like Trainz, new Trainz version announced for 2021, TRS 19, 2020. There never was Farming Simulator 2012. Well, something similar to that then. There was 29, 11, 13, etc. I am not really that familiar with them. Me neither, but still. Yes. So I said, I don't know that much about them. He said, me neither, but still. So, but still what? So, I don't know that much about them either, but I still know this thing. So, me neither, but still. Is that what's called? So, I don't know much about them, but I do still know this about them. Oh, that was weird. What was weird? There was Farming Simulator 2012 on mobile. Oh, right, interesting. There was also Farming Simulator 2014, 2016, 2018, 19. Yeah, that's what the etc. is representing there, I think. and the almost recent Farming Simulator 12. Not, I keep saying 2012, but no, it's 20. Just it's not 12 anything. It's just 20. The thing that's weird was that the image didn't clear probably twice. Oh, it didn't happen for me. Farming Simulator 2021, almost recent, most recent. Oh right, I see. Not yet. All right. Most recent, almost recent. The almost recent Farming Simulator 12. Not 12, 20. I keep saying 12 instead of 20. That's funny. The strange thing is that 25 miles an hour feels really fast on this line because of the other very low speed limits. But on some other lines, 25 miles an hour would feel like you're crawling. That's always such a phenomenon of, it's relative. It's a relative speed. Not relativistic speed, but a relative speed. Quite a difference there. We gotta wait some time. Oh, do you like playing Farming Simulator then? Shadows, looked like the train went right through the Mark 1s in a blocky, glitchy fashion. That does sound weird. And that sort of thing has happened to me also when watching your streams, where it's like it's like the compression remembers an old image and then tries to move that along with how the things move. So, like for example, when you were doing the Brighton line, there was a part of that where you were inside and then it suddenly switched to an image of the train from the side, but because the thing on the scenery outside was moving where the window was, it was like it was distorting the image of the old image where you could see the train from the outside. Where you looked through the window, that part was being distorted slowly. Like it was something to do with the compression. Did I say corruption before I meant to say compression? I did. This could also be a candidate for a thumbnail. Well, if it's... I'd like to get it in the sun, if that's possible. Well, actually, this is quite good. That's nice, but I would like to get the camera a little bit lower, if that's possible. No, that's not possible. That's alright, as low as it goes. That could be really nice. As a thumbnail, I mean, it's all very nice, but of course. Right here is the clear bit. That was funny. Yeah, that could also be really nice. Just sort of like this. Or like that, actually. Thinking about it. Just sort of from below. Right. I've only played Farming Simulator 2011 years ago. Yeah, same phenomenon. Yeah, you've told me, very queer phenomenon. Yes, queer is such a nice word. It's such a pleasant word to say. However, when you say the word, when you use the word queer, it gets associated to a different thing if you use it nowadays. However, using it in the... I do like using that word in its original meaning, like, well, weird, basically, for weird. Yeah. Oh, this is so nice. There's a clear bit coming up. Yes. Oh, ooh, yes, this one. Oh, should I? Queer? Yes, queer, if you use it nowadays, it's mostly used to mean a non-heterosexual orientation. The same as the word gay, which actually means happy, merry, is also now is mostly used in that. It's not quite as strong with queer, not quite as strong, but it is also what's mostly used for nowadays. Oh, I think I heard about the queer thing like once, I'd completely forgotten about it. Yeah, I mean, I don't run into it that often. I think the only thing that I know, the only place that I know that from is probably because I've been doing volunteer work with the local youth service, and I think that was one of the things I learned there. Well, thanks. No problem. Oh, you're approaching a 5 miles an hour speed limit. Yes, I know. I've seen it. It's still quite far away. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the warning, Marky. Thank you very much for warning me. Alright, makes sense. Did you, Marky, did you put in these warnings about the speed limits because you knew that I wanted to drive these sessions, and you know how distracted I get when I'm live streaming and reading chat while I'm doing this? Did you put those in for me? That would be funny. XDDD. It's like, okay, I know I'm gonna have to warn this guy. Make him pay attention. Which is basically what AWS is for, but nope, just a message for anyone. Yeah. Although it would have been funny. It would have been funny if you had. Fair enough. Yeah, it's fair enough, just fair enough. I mean, if it was an ounce more of a fathom, then it would have been too fair, which is something we can't have. There we go. I slowed down perfectly for the speed limit. Don't look at the stream. For that bit, I mean. Don't look at the stream for that bit. I got distracted by talking about not being I got distracted by talking about being distracted, which, as you might think, is a quite distracting subject. No. Speeding. AWS voice, exactly, yeah. AWS voice. What is this thing? Does that actually have an industry there or not? Do I have industries on? I do. Maybe there would be. Well, I guess there would be no place to take it on this map. Imagine that if the next gen AWS actually featured a voice. That would get really annoying, I think. Ding is replaced by signal ahead, or such like ahead, such like ahead. Emergency brakes applied. Emergency brakes applied. And imagine if it had like 200 different recordings for each bit. So it's not like always signal ahead, but sometimes it's like signal ahead, signal ahead, signal ahead, signal ahead, signal ahead. Like it was like 200 per line. That although that's a thing that I do quite often with when I make a game that has voice lines in it. Not 200 lines per thing, but just a couple of variations where it picks a random one, so that if the same dialogue gets played, like for example, I mean I have played with making adventures. I've never made an adventure game, a point-and-click one. But if I did make a point-and-click one, then I would need voice lines that are like, for example, I can't combine these, or I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this here. Like if you're trying to use maybe, I don't know, the cucumber with the door's lock, the door's electronic lock. Yeah, like just voice lines for you can't use this with this. And then I might record like maybe 20 or something, or maybe more, maybe like 50 lines, or maybe not 50, maybe like 30 lines for that thing, if it's a very, very common thing, so that it doesn't repeat itself, so that the character feels more real, more alive. Also, I do like this little footpath that's zigzagging between here. Is it zigzagging so that cyclists don't race along that? Maybe? Maybe. Although they wouldn't really get along very well with this bridge, would they? Oh yes, I completely missed this. As in, what's this coach about, Marky? I'm assuming it's maybe... I don't know, actually. I know that sometimes these coaches are rented out, like a hotel room, or a restaurant, or things like that, but that coach is... It's got stairs going down to the tracks, and the shed doesn't have a door behind it. So it's not... let me just read chat while I'm slowly trundling along. There we go. Didn't work. Made what? What do you mean? And... Oh, I've never made a point-and-click adventure game. I've played around with making some... a while back. About a while, I mean a long time back. But yeah, that would sound... That would be fun. But the thing is, that would also take a lot of time to do. And... is replaced by... Warning. Acknowledgement. Warning. Acknowledge the AWS. Warning. Acknowledge the timer elapsed. Emergency brakes applied. Yes. It's a sleeper coach used for staff accommodation. Oh, well that's very nice then, isn't it? That's another boon for working for, well, or even volunteering if the volunteers get to go in there, for the Bodmin and Wenford Railway. Mark 3 dining car? Oh, right. Alright, that. Thanks, Red Eyes. No problem, issue, or other such thing. Ah, empty milk churns. They are called milk churns, aren't they? Milk tanks? Ah, yes, and these ones. Yes, I remember. Those fire... did not actually mean to stop here. I meant to stop over there, but that's okay. These fire buckets, they've got sand in them. Because steam railway, you've got sparks, smoke, a fire can start. I remember they had them on the Isle of Wight as well, because I was actually on the Isle of Wight once. And there... I did go on a steam train. Can't remember the name of the stations though. It was a saddle tank that pulled the train. And I remember waiting at the station and I was wondering what those red buckets were for, and it says fire on it. I didn't realize back then, but afterwards I found out that, oh, yes, they're full of sand, so you can put out a fire, so you can starve the fire of oxygen. So essentially suffocate the fire. Which I did not know, but now I do, and it's quite nice detail, that. Now thank you very much, passengers, for boarding the train. Our next stop is still Bodmin General, because I didn't stop in exactly the right place, so I need to... okay. Now you can officially get back on. Once passengers have finished loading, you may reverse back to the next marker ready for turnaround, and the message behind it disappeared. Hope that wasn't important, what that said. Reverse back and then run around, yeah. You do an awful lot of running around when you're driving a train. Well, this train, or trains like this. Right. Would be so nice if there were some proper high quality bar hydraulics for trains. Yes, fire buckets. Hey, I went to the Low 2 once. Oh, Isle of Wight. Once. Road and austerity. Ah, I think I was riding a train that was pulled by an austerity. Was my first time ever riding with a train with steam power traction. There must have been quite the attraction. I'm assuming I need to stop with the coach here. It's gonna go a little bit further because I'm assuming I need the space for this junction over there. Ah, what do I see hiding in the shed? I see an austerity. Haha. Very nice. Uncouple from coaches, then you can begin running around. Junctions will be changed automatically. Then you can begin running around. That sounds hilarious, doesn't it? Oh, and I need. Oh, and it's. Yeah, I need to wait for them to finish boarding once again. Trainz, oh, I actually got spooked then. For a moment I thought you missed that the station was terminus and were about to ram into the buffers. Oh, you mean when I set off again, forwards? Well, I mean, that would have been a first. Like, oh, yeah, sure, let's continue. And then just clonk. Oops, that accelerated quite quickly. Quite a nimble locomotive this, without any coaches. Just takes off. Not like Thomas in, I think was The Great Race, where we dreamt about growing wings and flying away. A little bit more. Oh, I guess that worked. Ah, it did work. Nice. Nope, don't crash into the buffers, please. Nope, no. Hopefully they've got a right collider. Hopefully. Oh, there we go. That was close. Although on the plus side, 1 second. Although on the plus side, I'm not speeding. I think this does need a little bit of getting used to drive properly. Right. And then I realized, oh, train, yeah. In a train, yeah. Bodmin has an austerity loco too. Oh, was that the one I just spotted back there? I think it might have been. And this coach back there, is that an auto coach? It looks like an auto coach. Is that what it is? Also, yeah, I can see the little digger with the coal next to it to fuel the steam locos. Oh, there's a red signal. Is that for me or not? Can I pass that signal? I hope I can pass. Oh, now it's clear. That was good. At least on the bottom it says it's clear, at least. Because it's the shunt signal, of course. The shunt signal, not that one back there. The little one, that's the other one I need. Marky, ooh, nice. Yes. Saw one in Buckfastleigh too, back in October 2019. Yes, me too. I think it was being restored. Oh, there it is! Yay! Begin running around. Trainz, yeah, when you set off again. It looks like this top marker looks like I'm supposed to couple up to that train that's waiting there. I know this. Yes, auto coach. That's for the other line. Ah, nice. Another thing that I prefer in Train Simulator over Trainz, well, it's actually a feature that Trainz had a long time ago, which is that you can actually turn locomotives off. I think there are still some old session commands or driver commands for those locomotives, but it's an old, very old feature. I don't think it's supported anymore. But in Train Simulator, you can turn locomotives off. So, for example, if this train's just stored here, you wouldn't have the sound of the... You wouldn't have the sound of the engines going. Also, I wonder why I need to reverse back this far. Maybe I was supposed to actually drive the coaches a bit further. Oh, this time it accepted it. Huh. Nice. Nope. Stop. I meant stop, please. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, what did that message say? Can I reopen the message? 1 second. Session info. Wait for the crew to couple the coaches when you can. Then you can reverse back into the platform. Ah, nice. That's nice. Right. Shadows, that was in Big World, Big Adventures. You may now reverse back into the platform, stopping the end coach on the marker. I'm a little bit confused because I haven't coupled up with the coaches yet. What happened? Did I mess something up, Marky? Because it's telling me that I can now reverse back onto the platform. Big Adventures, although he did also take the skies in the Great Race when the Vicarstown Bridge was set up, and he wanted to go over it anyway. Ah, right, I remember now. Didn't think it's the writer's fault though. I think he had to implement it. I really don't think he wanted to. I don't know. Sure, it's true, but you can't turn steam engines off in TS. True. At least most. I think some of them you can fire up manually, but I don't know. Maybe the FEF3. I don't know. Wait for the something or other. There we go. Did 56XX also run on this route at some point? Maybe. And and the bridge jump was not in a dream, unfortunately. You stopped the coaches too far back again, so it activated the next marker. I stopped the coach right when it was in the middle, so right when the marker was in the middle of the coach. I'm a little bit I usually stop on the markers when... Oh, yeah, just bash it, sure. Please don't load the people. Ah, there we go, that's better. They didn't load the people. I stop on the marker either when it says 0 or when the vehicle is in the middle of... So when the marker is in the middle of the coach. Like, for example, back then, I stopped in such a way so that the marker was in the middle of the coach. So it was at 0, like stopping on the marker. Or am I supposed to stop when the marker is at the front of the vehicle? Maybe that's a thing to note in the beginning, when in the intro text. Because this is a little bit confusing for me. Oh, right. I think that either you should mention exactly where players are supposed to stop in relation to markers, like if the vehicle is supposed to be in the middle or in the front or in the back, or maybe have the markers spaced out in such a way that you can't accidentally, so that if the marker disappears, so that if you stop in such a place that the marker, that it acknowledges that you stopped on the marker, that you can't have stopped in the wrong place then. Because, yeah. I wish you could attach a navigation point to the end of a coach. Yeah, well, you can attach navigation points to vehicles. So, for example, the couple command, you can put the couple command, the couple navigation marker, sorry, onto a vehicle, onto the coach. That is a thing you can do. So don't put the, so if you, for example, the couple command, if you have a navigation marker right here, that would get in the way, you could instead have the navigation marker on the coach itself, on the rail vehicle. Right. Okay, so now we've got a point. So I'm going to let chat decide. Should I continue driving the rest of the session, going up the other branch, going up this way, because we went down that way before? Should I go up this way? Should I continue driving the session? Because now it's 23 minutes past 9. Which, if I continue driving, then we won't get any route building done today. Or should I do some route building? It's up to you. I'm gonna let you decide. Please type in chat. I'm fine with either. Interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, then I'm glad that I could tell you. Slovak Eagle also didn't know that when I mentioned it to him. Continue driving, I'd wager. Sure. Yes, then I'll continue driving. Wait, which way is forward? No, it doesn't matter with the steam locomotive, it's always the right way. Wait, do I need to wait for the signal? Wait, I need to depart. I need to have a look at the thing. Oh, 25, there we go. I've got quite a while to wait then. Huh. Yay, I won the wager. I'm not sure if it will break the session if you save it. Yeah, true. Right, so let's have a look around this place then, shall we? We've got a couple of minutes to wait. I've never been to this place in real life, I think. So I can't tell how realistic this is. However, given the rest of the quality of Marky's work, I think that it's probably very realistic. And he's even put in a little shopping street. So you can see this one street he's put on, I remember this shop. And the other ones in the series as well. There was another shop in this series of shops that was like a moss green. I really like those. I remember placing those down many years ago when I first got Trainz, which was like 2008 or something like that. Yeah, I can see he's even placed down these shops along this road, which I'm assuming means that it is a... Wait. This is it! This is the moss green shop. Look, moss green, I told you. Haha. Very nice. I think that previously the glowing texture, like the light texture, was only on in the night, although it may have always been on, I'm not sure. They may have gotten a little bit broken over time. Or it may have just been intentional this way. Ah, and there it is again. Oh, and this one is a variety of it. Either that or he's placed another different shop inside. Can't really tell. May have been... I think it's the same. I think it's okay. I think he hasn't... I mean, it would be okay in both... I mean, I think he's not placed a different shop inside. Super drugstore. Yes, which is a shop in England. A shop chain. Principles, I remember these ones. Very nice. There's also an old, I think, a bakery that also has these bay windows, which is quite old. Ah. Thank you very much for loading that. Church up the hill. I imagine that at some point this church up here was maybe at the top, so maybe the town was actually down here in the valley and the town hadn't grown up here yet. So maybe when they built this church, it sat like on top of the hill looking down onto the town. But then as the town grew, they've built houses uphill from the church. Or maybe there was just a free space there. This does go quite far back, actually. Some sort of supermarket, I think. Maybe an Asda or something. Ah, and some sort of big structure. Maybe a factory, maybe a house, maybe a mill. Could be a mill. Or a castle, I suppose. Is this the rail trail that was spoken about? Is this the bicycle thing where the tracks used to go? Is this one the one? Or is this a different one? It looks like it might be. Especially with... Yeah, this is it. Look at this. Very clear. You've got the embankment with the road running in. You've got the gradual curves. You've got the bridge. This is definitely it. This is definitely it, I would say. and then it continues along this way. Yeah, that is very iconic. There are two things that you can see for a long, long time, even when they're gone in the countryside. One are Roman roads, because a lot of field boundaries, so field boundaries, trees, modern roads even, follow Roman roads. So if you see a picture from the sky, you see a very straight line of trees, field boundaries, you can be almost certain that there was a Roman road there. The other one is railways, because they'll need very gradual turns, things like that. So, yeah, that's quite nice, I think. I do quite like archaeology. That's a strange fountain. Very nice. Very large. Also, wind power. Yes, wind power, renewable energy. Some people say that these things don't look very pretty, but I think they do. I think they look elegant. I'm always happy when I'm walking somewhere on a bus or something, on a trip somewhere, and I see, oh, look at that, there's a wind. It's not windmill. Is it windwheel? Windwheel? Windmill? It's not windmill because it's not a mill. Wind power station? Wind wheel? Wind turbine, there you go, wind turbine. Yeah, I always like seeing them around. I think they fit really well in nature. They're quite elegant. So now let's read chat and then we can depart. Right. I remember these two. There's also another moss green shop with whiter lights. Yeah, I saw that one as well just now. No, it always looked like this. Ah, no, that's the other variety. Yes, haha. Cotswold Outdoor. Cotswold Outdoor. And it was the one to the right of the Dixons was always my favorite of these shops. Oh, I remember that supermarket too, from Glasgow to Annisland. Bodmin Jail. Ah. Is it still in use? Wow. Tarka Trail? No. Yes, the remains of the Bodmin North Line. Haha, I was right. Oh, right. Actually walked the Drake's Trail from Plymouth to Yelverton back in 2016. Yeah, me too. That was very, very nice. Very, very nice. Quite a distance as well. But it's not that difficult. The thing is, that has a lot of grades on it, but because it's a railway, the grades are very, very slight. So when you start walking, it feels like you're walking on level ground. However, if you're walking for, I don't know how many miles, like maybe, I think, 16, 17 miles or something like that, with these grades, then you do feel it in your legs that you are actually walking up a hill, and you do also feel it when you're walking back down a hill, because it's very slight, but over such a distance, you can feel the strain. Also, that has some very nice viaducts on it that the trail goes over. If you have the chance to walk it, I would suggest you do. It's very nice. 17 miles. Yeah, 17 miles. XC fountain. Ha! Wind turbine, yes. Wind turbine, UK. I said whiter lights, not whiter lights. Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean. Has viaducts and even a tunnel on it. Yes, a tunnel. That was a bit wet inside. It also had stuff dripping from the ceiling. But, by stuff I mean water. But it was very, very nice. Very nice. You know what? I am going to save, just in case it does work. So if I... There we go. So if Trainz crashes, I want to have the chance of resuming the scenario. Because if I don't save, then I just don't even take the chance. So, there we go. I don't think I'll be able to complete this scenario. I will probably... Well, actually I might do. I'm not sure. We'll see. Because today I am running a bit late, just in general, so I do really have to end the stream on time. That was very timely. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I'm so glad that I looked at the chat for that. That was fun. Someone clip that, please. Although it's not really supposed. I don't suppose it's that good of a clip. Yeah, I mean, it's not really exciting. I mean, if there was a train crash or a near train crash, then that would be an exciting clip. But that, it was good in the moment to live it. But if you just watch a clip, it's a bit boring, maybe. But it had lights. By stuff, I mean water. Yeah. I think it even had stalactites. Junction is set the wrong way, I think. Call signal man! I see. Brilliant. Yeah, that was very smooth. Very, very smooth. Ah, 10 miles an hour. Doesn't feel like that big of an improvement, but we are going twice as fast as we were before, so it's actually 100% increasement. Increasement? 100% increase. It's 100% increase of speed. And yes, I am keeping an eye on the coal and water levels, because if I don't, then the engine will crawl to a stop and nothing will happen with it. One thing I have noticed is that if coal and or water drops to 0 on the little display down there, it can actually drop further, so it goes into negative levels, which you can't see here. But if you put the coal up, so if you fill up on coal, after it's been sitting at 0 for a while, it will take a long time to get to 1% and then 2% and then 3% and so on. So it can actually go to negative values, just can't display them. Oh, look at that! There's a kid! There are kids, look at that! Watching the train go by. This one's more interested in his airplane than the train that he's holding in his hand, because he's actually holding an airplane in his hand. I should have whistled for them, but I discovered them too late. Ah, how nice. Yeah, this is the sort of thing, because there are like cycling trail, like old railway lines that were torn up that are now cycling trails. A lot of people, whenever there's talk about reopening one of those lines, there's always people who say, well, no, because we want to keep our cycling trail. We go there every week, we want to keep our cycling trail, we don't want the railway to take it again. But no, you can just have a little bit on the side, just have a little path for the cycling trail. Yes, for viaducts that will become a bit more complicated, but in most cases you can, well, tunnels as well, I guess, but in most places you can just have both. Very nice. I also like the lights that are along the path on the side. I think this tree is placed a little bit strangely. I don't think the pedestrians would appreciate the placement of this tree. Junction set the right, true. There you go. Junction set the wrong way. Ah, there you go. From the title, it sounds much more exciting than it is to watch. But thank you, anyways. Ah, little roundabout. Yeah, you can see Marky has placed the hay bales with a random rotation. He's not aligned them. I did align them, mostly, I think. Clip title, Junction said the wrong way. Phew. Ah, right, because it was cut off a little bit on there. Quite a steep incline plane here. Yeah. You probs thought that Twitch put the ellipsis on the back there, didn't ya? No, I just didn't see them. Yeah, very nice. Oh. But I could have easily thought that. Maybe the Twitch delay is messing with your ability to read my mind. Yeah, that's it, sure. I remember this old spline. This old bush spline. Actually, no, this isn't the old one. There's a newer one. There was an older one with a much lower resolution that looked kind of similar. Yeah, my mind reading skills do need a bit of tuning. Yeah. Maybe Turing could help you with that. He's really more of a computers guy, but he may also dabble a bit in mind reading. Twitch is interfering. Yeah, of course, isn't it always? Little viaduct. Achievement get. Quick, get Mr. Turing. Haha. Yes, that is from my game, Living Art, which will be released on Steam very soon. How nice this is. Little dirt track going up to the farm as well. Oh, and a solar farm. That's also nice. Speed going down to 15 soon. Isn't it always? Ha 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 ha. Zzz. Oops. Unless you've got a time machine, this content is unavailable. Oh yeah, but Twitch wouldn't do that. Zzz. Yeah, exactly, I know. That's another old texture for this field on the left there. Very nice. And there is like either that's a sewage treatment plant or they're making a large amount of soup. I'm not sure which it is. If it was in the game, like if I was in the game, I could tell by the smell. Or both. Yeah, because they were. Yes, I'm speeding. Sorry, I did not see it. Thank you very much for notifying me. Oh, look at that! There are people sitting at the little picnic thing. Oh, there's a dog. Oh, it's a family. Oh, how nice. Okay, now hopefully I'll stop correctly here. Boscarn Junction. Oh, and this one's wheelchair accessible as well. SD. No, all these textures. Yes. Okay, so I stopped on the marker. Hopefully that'll be okay. Oh, there we go. Ah, I was early. Haha, look at that, I was early. I did speed, but sure. Oh. And you may now uncouple from the coaches and start to run around. Just the guy getting out and just running around. All junctions will be controlled automatically. Thank you very much. Right. Look at that. You've even got the correct name on the thing there. Boscarn. Right. Sewage plant. Shutters. Sewage treatment plant. Shutters. Bit of both. Yeah, because there are 6 of them. So 3 of them are sewage, 3 of them are soup, and this one is the swimming pool. It was part of the contract for the people who, for the union, basically. It was a union thing, they had to put in a swimming pool. Right. 2019, olfactory DLC. Would be nice if it wasn't poisonous. Let's see. And more LCS. Suluve. That bell. Is it the one from the UK trams? The bell? But cut off? It's just part of the rule. I see. Haha, sure it is. You. Well, you said bit of both. You were the one that said it, not me. Yeah, and once upon a time, the railway did continue on back there. But now, it ends here. End of the line, as they might say. Okay. There we are. Marky, alright, to me it very much sounds like it. Sure is Louvre. Suluve. Why? S-U-U-U-U space L-U-V-L-E-H-H-H. Not sure what you mean by that. Perfect stopping position. Plus 500 points. Oh, wait, I did a bus driver reference. Ah, yes. There's Louvre. Ah, I see. Lovely. Lovely. Then why did you have an S? Oh, Sue, as in so. It was so lovely, so Sue lovely. Ah, I see. Yes. Right. That took me a little while to get that. You always read it as Louvre. Read it as Louvre. Oh well. Lovely. Huh. Does this really look like the kind of locomotive that has a bell? Well, actually, maybe it does. Maybe it does. Oh, this bit's lovely. Yes, it's a bit I've been over just a couple of minutes ago. Can I stop? Oh, I think this is the bit I had built myself in Tain. The route that got lost. Oh, I modeled it after a 37 cab ride. Ah, that. Oh, right, I know what bit you mean. I remember you showing it to me. Yes, it does really look like it very much. Same fence, same green bit. It's this. Ah. Oh, well, that's very, very nice then. Also a bit, what's the word? Not sad. I don't know the word for sad. Oh, coupled to the coaches. Sure, marker. Sure, whatever you say. There you go. Alright, wait for permission. Yes, definitely. I'm definitely waiting for permission. Definitely didn't just start driving. Right. At least I know that at least I know what the place is called now. I used a cabaret video to help me. Ah, it may have been the same video. Hey, maybe it's the same video. It's the same one. Ah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. What word did you mean, Charles? I don't know. It's a word for sad. Mellow. It's not sad, but it might be something like mellow. Is it mellow? It might be mellow. Not tragic. No. It might be mellow or something close to mellow. It's a certain type of sadness, I think. A kind of thoughtful sadness, if that makes any sense. Now off we go, rocketing along the line at 5 miles an hour. Sorry, 2 miles. Sorry, 3. No, 4. Sorry, 5 miles an hour. Yes, now there we are. Departure times are based on the real life timetables. Nice. Wait. Why did I just go? Oh! I know what happened. Ah, of course. Yeah, because the station, the station confused me. Because the station, the passenger's loading on the station automatically whenever I stop. It took away my controls, then it gave me the controls back, and that's normally when I play Trainz, like, oh, I've got the controls back, I finished with the station, then I set off. I'm not used to having to wait at a station after I've got the controls back, so no, I will reverse back in place. Just so I don't mess up any triggers that might be there. And of course it loads again. That's okay. Departure times are based on real life timetables. Not sad, tragic. Don't think it's mellow. Thoughtful. Is that it? No, it's not it. It is a kind of sadness. I wonder what it's called. Oh, that's it. Thank you very much. Melancholy. That's it. That's why mellow, melancholy. That's why. That's it. Thank you very much. That is the word. Watching this really makes me want to make a UK route too. Well, then go ahead. You have my full support in it. And I'm sure that if you need feedback or advice, I'm sure that the people on either on my Discord server would like to help, or on the Trainz Discord server, they're a very helpful bunch there as well. Another one. Now that I know what this place is called, I might actually do it. Who knows? I don't. Just melancholy? Yes, melancholy. That sounds a bit like mellow. Ah, no worries. Thank you. I appreciate it, Churns. Might actually make it narrow gauge too. Wait, didn't you already have a narrow gauge route? One going? Cornish Riviera, I think you called it. Wasn't that the one? We've got to wait for like 6 minutes here, by the way. For a second there, I thought those were flower beds, but no, it's just cars. Wait, doesn't this have... Yes, listen to it. Listen to it. Such a nice sound. I do like this building. It's got very blurry textures, and of course there's Z fighting now with it here. But it is very nice. Yeah, there's the bit where it, where the line used to go, down there along the valley. Look at that, all the way back here. Just look at how far away this is from all the stuff that's happening, at least a mile or two. And you can see you've got a little house here with a little dirt road going to it. Yes, you didn't remove the trees that are on it. Well, not many of them anyway. But yeah, it does go back onto the road. It does connect. And this is where we're going. All the way back here. And this is the main line that at Baldwin Parkway. Ah, look at that, the HST. I found it again. Haha. You didn't delete it. You did not delete the train. There is actually a driver order that deletes the train, but I found it. Haha. I think they must have some technical difficulties. I think they must have some technical difficulties. I remember this bit, driving along here. I'm assuming this is forestry, this area, with all these dirt tracks going through it. This clear space, yeah, this definitely forestry. Although I'm not sure that a lot of forestry vehicles would fit underneath there. But then again, maybe they're not supposed to. Maybe they've got connections. Yeah, they've got a connection up here. But this does look like it would be a nice place to walk. Because with the forestry going on, you do get some quite nice views that would otherwise be obstructed. Which is one positive thing about it, but I do really enjoy nature walks. Specifically in forests. Right. Might actually make narrow gauge too, or both. H miles per hour. What a humph. Why humph? Because I said that you've already got one of those started. Cornish Riviera. That sound permanently imprinted on my brain. Haha. Of course it is. Mine as well. Along with the Libelle with sound as well, and some other ones as well. The waterfall sample splash sound as well. Insane amount of detail. Wow, just wow, Marky. Yeah, definitely. Loving this to pieces. No, leave some for others as well. Hey, ooh, show us that baseboard. The untextured one. Shadows, go to the map view. I will show you. If you want. Is there anything on it? Sure it is. Yep, it smells like like wood chips and cut open logs. Specifically in the forests, or especially in forests. Especially and specifically in forests. Sure it is. Libelle with sound, yeah, of those. Waterfall sample. The memories are all flooding back. Yeah. Which one that isn't textured? Do you mean these ones back there? I don't think there are any other ones. Oh, there goes the whistle. I'm glad that I can hear it from all the way back here. Bottom left. Ah, that one. This one. Well, yes, there is something here. Namely, a few field boundaries, bush splines. That's one baseboard. Look at that. Look at how tiny that looks. One baseboard. Huh. Although this is quite fascinating. You can see the height map data on here with how the terrain is formed. Very, very nice indeed. Right, so we've had the whistle, which means I think we can go, although I don't remember acknowledging the flag. So I might need to... There we go. Yes. Sure. This one, this year. Hedges. Hedges, yes. Wow. An entire railway could fit on this. Yes, it could, and it has. If you want to look, if you want a really good one baseboard railway, it's a narrow gauge railway. It's on the DLS. Have a look at it. It's called Eagleville. It's also by Slavic Eagle. I think Richard Bosnack is his Trainz author name. So this is going to Bodmin, and then that's the session done. I think so. Yeah, Richard Bosnack. Yes. I think so. But back to Bodmin General, and then it's done. Which will be there in... Oh, sorry. Yeah, yep, just a Bodmin... just a Bodmin General, all one word. Yeah, the thing is, it's expecting me to arrive there at 3:05, which will be in 14 minutes. Unless I speed. Unless I speed. Okay, so I don't have the time right now to finish this by driving normally. So, tell you what, I'm going to speed. Yes, I'm going to lose all my points, I know. Don't care about that. But at least I'll get to the end of the session without having to cut the stream early. And we don't know if saving works, so I'm just gonna... Actually, you know what? Let's save, just in case. Wait a minute, what do you mean? Wait, no, do 15 miles an hour, do it properly. Oh. 14 minutes. Okay, sure, why not? I thought I didn't have that much time, but apparently I do. Sure. Okay. Yeah, let's just do it. Oh, well, I mean, if you're okay with it, then sure. Because my time-related issue that I had, because of the thing, was related to Kango Fango. But if he's okay with it, then yeah, fine. I'm okay with it too. Let's do it. Although I'm not driving at 15 miles an hour. Well, technically I am, but now I'm not. Nope, they don't mean that. Let's, you know what? Does this have a leaning out view? Maybe? No, but I can just lean out like this. Although you can see it's not that detailed. But we can just have a little drive like this. Might be nice as well. Actually feels like I'm driving this train more like this. I know it doesn't actually make that sound specifically. Moo to you too, yes. Going up a 2.45% grade. It would be nice if the grade changed from percentage to 1 in whatever. If you've got it set to 2 miles an hour. Or I suppose, well, in America they don't use it. I think so. Nah, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Because I've got that miles per hour wasn't just in the UK but also in other countries. Oh, look at the sun shafts. Also really quite nice. There's the wrong way, and then there's the Great Western Way. Oh, how did that go? And if the grade is below 1%, it should say 50 centimeters and 1 millimeter. On 1 mile. Not on 1 millimeter, no! 50 centimeters and 1 millimeter, no, that would be a very strong grade. No, 50 centimeters and 1 mile, yes. XDD, yeah. Yep, there are 2 ways of doing things, the Great Western Way or the wrong way. There we go, yes, that was it. Exactly. Hello, little path. Well, I know you might be a long path. Ooh, going too fast. I know why that's happening, because I'm trying to use X to reduce the throttle, because I'm used to W increasing the throttle, X decreasing it, and S putting it all the way down. But in some locomotives, S decreases it and W increases it. There's no way of putting it all the way down, so I keep pressing the wrong button, thinking that I'm actually decreasing the throttle, or, well, regulator. But I'm not. When I'm not. Oh, also I didn't see the speed limit coming up, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. Come on, slow down. All the yeah, I know I'm speeding. There we go. Let's have a little look out the other side. No, actually no, because that's not, because there is the train on this side, and that might be a bit prettier to look at. If I can see it. I could see the coaches. Yes, I have seen the 5 miles an hour speed limit, that's why I'm slowing down. I can smell the diesel locomotives. I can't see them though. Oh no, there they are! There they are! Yes, what a great view of them. Although this is very nice. I'm assuming this is a custom bridge as well? And now actually let's go over to the other side, because the other side is where the platform will be. Sunshafts, sunshafts. Which, by the way, that music, that theme, that tune is actually from an old British TV series, Super Mario Nation. I think it was Super Mario Nation. Called Stingray. Quite nice, quite nice. It's made in the same. It's made by the same people who made Thunderbirds, like the original series, the original Thunderbirds, the good ones. The good Thunderbirds. Looks like I'm even early. That's nice. I'm guessing that maybe in real life the locomotives they have here handle the grade a little bit worse than this one does, which is why they've given 4 extra minutes for it to arrive here. Well, this might also be a good candidate for a thumbnail. Maybe something like this, perhaps? Although maybe not, because if you... although maybe it would look good enough for people to want to click on it. I really hope I don't derail here at the end. That would be really, really anticlimactic. Yeah, there aren't really any rubbish bins on the DLS. I may need to make some if I ever desperately need some. And stop. There we go. I was early and got 200 points. Oh. Right. 4 stars. That's a nice bonus. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed that. And only like 11 minutes and 1 negative, well, 12, now it's 12, actually I can delete this save game. Only 12 minutes over time instead of the predicted 15. Right, so, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Thank you very much for making the route and the session marquee. Right, so, quickly chat, and then I'll do the thing. You know the thing... You know the thing where I do shoutouts and then mention that the stream will be archived and then end the stream. That's what I'll do. Right, so you still got 3 stars though, so that's nice. BR bauxite brake van. What is bauxite used in? I know it's a mineral. But I forget what process it's used in commonly. I knew this, but I forgot it. Or something like that. 5 ton or something, 10 ton. That's the only decent brake van I could find. Yeah, it is a very nice brake van. It's got an animated guy in it as well, and it's got working taillights. Oh, right. They're up there. Yes, I like it a lot, Marquis. The road bridge is custom. Oh, nice. Nice. The footbridge uses a footbridge kit. Just splines and stairs pushed together. Jerry and Sylvia Anderson. Right, I see, Marky. Nice. The US tile rubbish bin. Because as far as I know, there isn't a single British one on the DLS. That's the thing. It's so weird. Yeah, I guess all of the content creators who made British rubbish bins put them into Trainz, and before they uploaded them, they were just really not pleased with the work. They thought it was rubbish, and so they didn't upload it. Trainz, oh, I'd love it if you make some. Please do. When I need them, I'll make them, and then I'll, of course, put them up on the DLS. I mean, that's what I do, what I will do with all the assets that I need for stuff. Because I do believe in sharing content freely, because I have certainly used the download station a lot, and if I can contribute back to that source, then that would be nice. That would be nice. Right. Do an overflowing one too. 4, yay! You got the star back from stopping. Yeah, I know. Very nice. So yes, yay! Yeah, I loved it too. Thanks. Bauxite, thank you very much. For this. Let's see. Is there okay. World's main source of alu. There we go. That's what it was used for. Yes, it's where we get aluminium and gallium from. That's it. That's where I remember it from. Of course. Right. Thank you very much for posting that. It's a sedimentary rock, if Wikipedia is correct with this. Which, in this case, I do think it is. Which, in this case, I do think is the case. Shard Ice XD. Why? Why do you say that? Because was that because of the rubbish thing? You always find rubbish things funny, at least when they're jokes. Rubbish thing, yeah. No, I'm sorry. That was a rubbish joke. That. Wow. Yeah. See, it was set up for another joke. I didn't actually mean it. It was just a setup for another joke. And they just keep coming, don't they? Of course they do. I mean, it would be a pretty rubbish stream if they didn't. Right, so, with that, let me end the session. We've already gone over time. Thank you all very much for coming. Shoutouts, of course, have a look at Kango Fango's Tuffy streams on Sunday, map development, OMSI 2, and Trainz as well, driving in Train Simulator, and in American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck as well, last time. Which is very nice considering they've just released the lighting updates, which makes it look so much more realistic. I stream Terraria? Rubbish! I have never... Terraria? Did I say Terraria? Did I? Did I say that? No, alright. I guess, oh yeah, rubbish joke. Yeah. You know, it isn't a great joke when you need time to get it, but if you need it to be explained to you, then it's just a rubbish joke. So luckily this one isn't one because you get it. Right, so yeah, those are the shoutouts. Also for Trainz, there are maps on the DLS that you should have a look at. One is Cornish Railways, which is made by Marky, who's in chat. The Bodmin Railway that we've just been driving on Bodmin and Wenford is part of that, but it's also available as its own route, so you don't have to get the whole huge route. Right. Also, one called Central Europe. Have a look at this. Well, and yeah, that shoutout's done. So I'll just read chat, and then we're done. Right. Thanks again for driving my route in session. Oh no, thank you for making it. I very much enjoyed it. No, you didn't. I didn't say it. Yeah. I did, but I don't stream it. Yeah. I know it's rubbish. The BNWR is a part of it. Bodmin and Wenford Railway. Yes. Right. So. Great. Thanks for the route and session, Marky, and thanks for the stream and shoutout shoutouts. Yes, this stream will be archived on YouTube, my channel. If you're interested in the kuids for the route and session, they will be in the description of the video. So, yes. Consider having a look at Paradise too. No, you wouldn't find anything fun there. There's no point in doing that at all. I mean, do you think that you could find something fun on something that I do? I mean, really? Do you really think that? Okay, that's taking it too far. It's now getting into the realms of being a rubbish joke. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and bye. Yeah, the quids are just 1 quid each. 1 quid each, yeah. Bye. Yes. Bye. Yes. Bye. See you tomorrow for TPF2. Smile. Yes. I'm smiling. So bye.